The objective of this process is to maximize appropriate and ethical cross-selling at brand new customer account openings for the sake of customers, all of you, and stakeholders as well. For customers, it will guarantee that they have essential financial products and services necessary to appropriately manage and prosper in their financial lives from the very beginning of their relationship. For you, it will help you master the skill set that not only applies at new account openings, but will also help you to master cross-selling with existing customers and help you to meet and exceed your goals. And for the bank and its stakeholders, it will assure that customer relationships are solidified from the initial account opening and that cross-sells are maximized at that time, as well as thereafter, with increases also in cross-selling throughout the entire customer base. But first, I just want to take a moment to absolutely clarify that what you will be learning is indeed appropriate and ethical cross-selling. We are not talking about product pushing. We are not talking about hitting a cross-sell number just to produce a number. Instead, this process will focus on truly helping customers with their financial needs, and in the act of doing so, cross-selling at NAO expectations will be met and exceeded. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, hey, Marty, what you're saying makes sense, but it's not new to us. We've heard it before, perhaps less so about brand new account openings, but certainly about cross-selling in general. We've got some concerns. Okay, I'm going to address them. Some of you might be thinking that you already know how to do this, that you've heard it before, that you've had the training. Of course you've heard something like this before. However, something like this is not this. As you will see, this training process is indeed unique and revolutionary. Furthermore, the issue isn't if you've heard it or even been trained in it. The issue is, are you doing it at every opportunity, and are you doing it vastly better than the competition? So maybe you're now thinking, why not just focus on cross-selling to existing customers versus brand new customers? Good point. The reason for starting with cross-selling at NAOs is that it is significantly easier to cross-sell brand new customers than current customers, because with brand new customers, there's no historic baggage. There have been no problematic complaints or dissatisfactions, and therefore, you're starting with a clean slate. Brand new customers are usually much more receptive to both your input and advice when provided in a professional and caring way. Additionally, the cross-selling skills that you master with brand new customers will indeed also transfer to your existing customer conversations. Some of you might be concerned that brand new customers will perceive you as pushy if you even mention additional products and services. You may be concerned that it's not appropriate to be proactive unless customers ask you about additional products and services. You might be thinking, if customers wanted something else, they would tell you, especially as most of the time they just came in to open a single account anyway. However, you won't be viewed as pushy if your customer conversation is perceived as truly caring and helpful. It is unfortunately not uncommon for bankers to make erroneous assumptions about what customers think. Don't assume that if customers don't tell you they want something, that they don't actually want it or need it. In fact, they might not even be aware of what they do need. It is your job as professionals to bring it to their attention. The best way to think of this is what we call the Cohen Brown Law, and that is, it is never the responsibility of customers or prospects to ask you, to tell you, or to understand anything about financial services. It is your job to proactively educate them. In fact, some of you may think it's inappropriate to try to cross-sell multiple products and services at the initial account opening, or during any single customer conversation for that matter, and instead believe additional cross-selling should only be done over days, weeks, months, or even years after a, quote, relationship is already fully established. Frankly, this is a banking superstition. This is a myth. Who says you have to wait days, weeks, months, or years to help customers get what they really need? Where is the research to back this up? There is none. Could you imagine a first visit with a doctor where the doctor only deals with a single symptom and doesn't even attempt to find out how else they can help you? It's the same thing here. The biggest problem may actually be your projections and your assumptions about customers, thinking that if you were the customer, you wouldn't want your banker to offer you additional products and services. Therefore, it is essential that you don't make assumptions and project your value system onto customers. Instead, proactively help customers with as many of their financial needs as possible at the first meeting, as long as time permits, of course. Furthermore, there is a very high probability that this will actually impress customers and, in fact, positively differentiate you from your competitors who are not doing so.